more fun, I think.
So what are some of the pros you found for shared living?
So, well, the first one you mentioned and like the survey mentioned, obviously saving money is like a big reason why people share house.
Yeah.
But like there were some more unexpected ones, like saving time on chores. So like you can have someone load the dishwasher after you unload it.
No, I feel like I feel like the dishes with the share house is definitely not a pro in any way. Because I feel like you're going to have housemates that just don't want to do the dishes.
Okay, well, you just don't have
I'm guessing that that's in cons as well. But,
I feel like if I had a share
jumping
house, I would just like everyone needed to wash their own dishes straight after they use them.
Yeah,
or like wash them and put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like you couldn't have a share house with too many, like a bunch of guys, because like it's gonna be hard to
make them do that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. They'd need to be really clean guys.
Yeah.
Like. Just like one thing that I know this is a personal pet peeve. Like, I just can't stand dishes that have been, like, left and they're, like, kind of gross. Like, they have some, like, stuff on them and you can't even remember what was on them anymore because it doesn't look like what it looked like when you put them at the sink.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no. Just wash them once you use them. Use them, wash them. Use them, wash them.
Not to shame any people because we have, like, not washed them straight away in the past.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't mean I'm perfect.
Fun.
But what I mean is... So, for example, if I just don't wash them, if I decide, oh no, I can't really be bothered washing them right now, I will physically feel anxious when I go and look at them again because it just grosses me out so much. Like, and then I won't be able to do them and then it will get worse and they'll pile up more. So, like, for me, it's like I've decided, like, when I was living in Maastricht at the beginning of the year, like in the Netherlands, I decided that, like, I just need to wash them as soon as I use them. And I have, really, since then. And I think if we house that again, I would do that immediately. Like, it just was so much better than leaving them. And I don't know why I left them for so much of my life. But, yeah.
Yeah, definitely that's one of the things where doing it sooner, like, makes it easier. I wonder how long you have to leave them before, like, the dirtiness, like, somehow erodes.
What?
Like, you know how, like, if you do it straight away, it's a lot easier than if you do it after, like, 3 days. But I wonder if you leave dirty dishes there for a year.
Oh, God.
Do they, like, become easier to clean?
No, they would start growing mold and stuff.
Oh, yeah. And then they might get, like, completely stuck to the bowl where you can't even get it off at all. There's probably no point.
No, you definitely shouldn't leave it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you disagree with saving time on chores?
Well, I think... just mentioning chores sounds risky to me. It's a bit of a risk.
Okay, but like...
I guess you need to pick your housemate wisely.
Okay, but for example... Yeah, like, I could never live in a house where people didn't want to contribute to the household chores.
Yeah, you just yeet them.
Well, no, I just would yeet myself. Like, I couldn't live there. Why are we talking about yeeting?
You mean why? It's a valid thing.
It's a valid point. Yeah. No, it's beautiful. It's fine.
Yeah.
Validation. Yes. But like, I don't know, could you really live in a house where people just didn't do anything?
It would be fun, but I definitely could. I could see it happening.
I would get so anxious, like, in
exactly.
a way.
That's what I mean. See how much of a risk this is? You would get so anxious and then you'd have to leave.
Are you telling me I shouldn't live in a share house?
No, I'm just saying you gotta, like, choose your housemates wisely.
Yeah, I do. I have to have, like, a full application process.
Yeah.
But, like, when I was, like, living in the Netherlands, my roommate was incredibly clean and tidy.
You had one roommate.
I know, but she was amazing.
Also, she. That's the key word in that sentence to me, in my mind.
But, like, surely if you, like, say, oh, you need to do this chore this week, like, surely if you have a chore roster, people will follow through.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. People probably will, yeah.
Okay,
just, like, if they don't, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be their mum and, like, tell them to do it? Or, like, you kind of have to. Like, you don't really have to.
I hate that idea.
Yeah, exactly. I knew you would.
Well, you could just leave passive-aggressive notes.
Oh, yes.
Which, like, I've already planned
Thanks
some
for
of the
doing the Jesus smiley face.
I've already planned some of the later episodes, but one of the like things that you shouldn't do is leave passive aggressive notes.
Like
But like I can imagine myself doing that because I wouldn't want to nag them. So I'd be like, well, I probably wouldn't leave passive aggressive notes, but I might like if we had a chores sheet, I might like put it in their room, like next to their bed or something, or like on their pillow, and just like highlight what they're meant to be doing, which I guess is passive aggressive. I guess I would text them and be like, hey, do you mind just doing your chore for this week? Is that okay?
I reckon you just like get a whip out and you whip them until they don't care. Sorry, okay. No, I still like the notes idea, like how people leave like nice park smiley face.
Yeah, well, no, that's like a thing that you shouldn't do.
Just leave sarcastic notes all around the house.
It just makes it terrible for the people that live there. No,
yeah, okay.
It's not
nice job.
You could do a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. You could do a thing. This would be a way to get through to guys. Oh, this is such a good idea. Okay, so if you don't do your chore for that week, you have to put $5 in a jar. And
$5 into the non-chore jar.
Yeah, and then for that jar is used to do something. I don't know. It gets given to the person
I
that
reckon
like
$5 isn't enough. I would pay $5 to have someone do all my chores for a week.
No, but like, what if you only had like 2 or 3 chores to do? Like, you only had to do 2 things. You only had to sweep the floors and like, I don't know, like wipe the microwave. What if you only had to do those 2 things for a week? Would you pay $5 every week for a year to not do that? And then have that money go to the person that like never missed a chore.
Because you have to all share it, right? Like the money.
No, like, so like in this like scheme, this is something that I just created just then, by the way. But like, it's not in my notes. But no. So if you don't do a chore, you have to put $5 in the chore jar per chore. So if you had to do 3 chores, that's $15 in the jar. Then at the end of the year, the person who did the most chores gets all of the money. Yeah, I feel like everyone would then do their chores because no one would like the idea that someone would just get a bunch of money at the end of the year.
I hate that last bit. I think it's better if it's...
No, it's good.
No, make it more money and make it... that money gets spent, everyone spends it on doing something. So it's like that person basically has to like buy everyone dinner one night or something, effectively.
Okay, I feel like if you're like using the money to pay for a dinner out, that sounds all nice and community, but I think it's too nice. Like, this is like not a good thing. You know, like it's meant to be a punishment. Like taking your friends out to dinner on money that you like, you know, like, it's basically like taking your friends out to dinner. Like, you still get the positive of doing that. Like, you know, you get the, oh, good job, I took them out to dinner. Like, you know, the positive feedback, reinforcement.
Yeah.
You don't want reinforcement. Operant conditioning.
Okay. I get it. Yeah.
But, like, I mean, if any of our listeners have any other ideas for how to keep your housemates in check, I'd love to hear about them.
I love how I brought up chores like being a bad thing for 1 second, and now I'm just like, keep them in check. Put them in the pens. Like, send them to jail.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this whole conversation has got my like blood pressure up to like so much. I feel like Monica Geller from Friends right now. I'm just going insane.
Yeah.
And I'm not even that much of a clean freak. Like, I guess I feel like I've progressively become more of a clean freak. Maybe I'm a clean freak, but I'm not a germaphobe.
Okay.
So I like don't have a problem with germs, but like I do like things to be like not cluttered and like clean.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, you always say, "Oh no, my room's so dirty, so messy. My room's terrible," and then there'll be like 3 things on the floor.
Yeah, I just don't like how it looks.
Have you seen my room?
Okay, we'll move on from my rant, but like, please let us know if you have tips for like how to make sure everyone's doing their chores.
So what's the next pro?
So the next one that I found was that people feel like they're part of a community. So like, I think that's something that we've kind of lost, especially with our generation. Like, I don't feel very connected to my community, whereas I feel like before the internet or like before, you know, I don't know,
Yeah.
travel was so accessible, people used to get more into their community.
Yeah.
So,
I feel that.
Yeah, so anyway, people report that they feel a sense of community, even if they're not, like, best friends with their roommates, but if they have good roommates, they, like, look forward to coming home to these people.
Yeah.
And feel like they're there for them at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Another pro is that you have the option to share the cooking. So you could do, like, dinners together. It kind of depends on the share house. Like, I know a lot of people that have, live with other people, but they don't really talk to the other people. Or, like, sometimes you might have, like, a group and they always have dinner together, or sometimes it's just, like, once a week. So it depends.
Yeah,
but, like...
I like the cooking idea. Like, I love the idea of someone else cooking for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only reason why you like it, though. See, I like it because I think it's something positive and nice, and everyone can pitch in.
Yeah, everyone besides me.
No, I just love it. I love everyone doing their little bit to, like, make the meal come together.
Why I gotta get rich so I can pay slightly more rent to have everyone else do all the work around the house. I'll just be like,
but I feel like you'll feel so much better.
Yeah, I'll
if
feel
you
so much
pitch
better
in.
if I do pitch in with money.
No,
I'll just be like, look,
maybe I'm wrong,
you
but
guys
I
are
just
all poor, so you can make me food and I'll pay more of the rent.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like home cooked dinners where you've done something to help the dinner, they taste better.
All I'm asking is that you be my slave, but I pay more of the rent.
Another pro that I found was it's exciting, because if you're meeting new people, then it's like something new and exciting, novel.
Novel experience.
Getting to know people that you probably wouldn't otherwise talk to.
Yeah.
Another pro was you learn tolerance.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be tolerant of people, like, doing some things and not other things, which is, like, the same for everyone. Like, I feel like if someone was, like, being really loud every night, you couldn't be tolerant of that.
Yeah, that would be a problem for me, I feel,
Yeah.
But if it was me, then it's like, no.
If it was you being loud every night.
Yeah.
Wow, you're so selfless. Love that.
Love that, yeah.
And the last pro that I found, which is, like, the one that I like the most, is that you can create some house traditions which make it more fun. So, like, communal dinners, maybe, like, one night a week, or, like, rotating the cook. Regular local pub trivia nights, or you could do a trivia night or movie night regularly in your house. Yeah. Regular games nights. Yeah, so that sounded really good. That's probably, like, if I picture share housing, that's what I picture doing. That's, like, ideal lifestyle.
Yeah.
In
is
my
that
ugly.
Going to be in your, like, questionnaire? Like, do you want to do a game tonight every week?
Yeah.
You're say no, just like
No, sorry, you're not the one. It's gonna be like The Bachelor, but for, like, housemates.
Oh my god. Yes.
Someone should do that.
Sorry, you did not receive a rose.
Someone should legitimately do that.
You did not receive a key.
Oh my god, I'm gonna.
Please, pod. We should do it.
Someone needs to do that.
And then upload it.
Yeah.
No, we're doing it.
We should do it, like, we should have people contact us when they're looking for housemates. We are, what's his name? Usher.
We are Usher.
Yeah. We are Usher, and, like, people contact us, and we, like, set them up with people, or, like, and then they decide whether or not they receive a key.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. We totally need to film that.
Yeah, so if anyone's looking for a housemate, please contact us at thekeyspleasepod.com.
Yeah.
So, and our email's thekeyspleasepod@outlook.com.
That's thekeyspleasepod@outlook.com. Oh, I love it. Yeah. You gotta
So,
say it twice and they remember.
We'll be the usher to your bachelor or bachelorette.
Yeah. Or housemate.
Housemate to housemate-ette, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we've talked about the pros. What are the cons of shared living?
So the cons that I found, obviously, is less privacy.
Yeah, that sounds like one I would expect.
Yeah, you probably have, apparently, like, be ready to, like, have, like, weird encounters by accidents, like people walking in on you getting changed, Well, to clarify, they should be knocking, but like maybe
Yeah.
they're just bad. They forget. Maybe
Or
they're in a rush.
People walk in on you in the bathroom.
Yeah, or they don't realize anyone's in the bathroom.
People are gonna do that to you on purpose though, like my rockin' bot. They just
Another one was that there's definitely going to be more noise.
yeah.
But like a lot of these cons can be like mitigated with different ideas. So like you might want to ask for quiet hours or like have like